Hello my friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Novella and today I want to talk about 4 books. I have 4 book recommendations for you. The first one will come out in English in April of this year, and it is Bad Habits by Alana S. Portero. Alana S. Portero is a trans author, and this is her first novel, and it was a huge success in Spain and the rest of the Spanish-spoken world, and now it is already translated into Dutch, and the translation into English will come out in April of this year. What is it about? Well, this is a coming-of-age novel. It is about a girl that, well, a boy that wants to be a girl, and we follow Alana from a very young age, let's say from 5 to 6, up until she is a real adult. And yeah, it is very compelling because she's grown up in a very difficult part of Spain, lots of poverty there, lots of misunderstanding, and people aren't just supportive. This is set in the 80s and the 90s, so where trans was not a thing at all, at least not with the common people. It was, of course, very much alive in the gay community, but not in the Spanish society. You have to also know that they just came out of, how you call it, regime, military regime with Franco, and so there were a lot of difficulties still there and a lot of traumas to be dealt with. So being trans wasn't very high up the agenda. Now, this is, like I said before, a coming-of-age story of Alana. It is very, very autobiographical, and you should read it as a biography, not as a novel as such. If you read it as a novel, I don't think it is as strong to be considered a novel, but it's a very good biography. Or maybe the translation wasn't so good, but I don't think her writing is that strong. But yet it is a very compelling book to read and a must read, I think. I gave it 4 stars. I will talk about this later on, and yeah, this is a real good book for you to read. So Bad Habits, coming out in April in UK and USA. Then an Irish book that I thoroughly enjoyed. It is also a coming-of-age story, also set in the early 90s, and this is Sunburn by Chloe Michelle Howarth. Oh boy, did I love this book. Oh my God. This is a debut novel, and there are not many debut authors that can write as well as this one. Oh my God, there are so many phrases I've underlined and things that I really chuckled with, and it's very recognizable. What is the story about? Well, it's about Lucy, and Lucy is 15, something like that. And yeah, she struggles with her feelings. She doesn't know if she's straight, if she loves boys, if she loves girls. She doesn't know. And it's a real struggle for her. And yeah, she meets a boy named, what was his name? Oh, Martin or something, I think so. And Susanna. And she falls for Susanna hard. Really hard, and they have a beautiful summer love, and that extends till a couple of years later, but then they part. Lucy falls in love with a guy, and well, falling in love with a guy is even a bit of a stretch She spends time with him, and she sleeps with him, but she's not really in love with him. But she, being in the 90s and being in a very Catholic Ireland, I can understand that you choose for the safe option, even in the early 90s. And she took the safe option. But then she can't forget Susanna. And that's the story. But it is so beautiful and so well written. Oh my God, read this book. It is so good. It is so good. Oh yeah, growing up can be painful, but beautiful. Anyway, another book, completely different. I read James Kestrel's 5 Decembers. This is a thriller in the noir genre, like LA Confidential. It is full-blown, it's action-packed, it has lots of mystery, and it spans over 5 Decembers during the Second World War. It takes you all over the world, and it is very, very high-paced and a brilliant read. Very entertaining, very exciting. It is Joe McGrady, yeah. Joe McGrady is assigned to solve a murder at the beginning of the First War, or just before America takes part in the war, and yeah, it takes him everywhere. It is absolutely brilliant. Very fun read. I highly, highly recommend it. 5 Decembers by James Kestrel. And then the last one is not yet translated, but I am 100% sure that this will be translated into English. It is Herscht 07769 by Laszlo Krasznahorkai. He is an Hungarian author. He is absolutely brilliant. This book is a conceptual novel, so it is written in one single sentence from the beginning to the end. Although it is not autofiction, it is not something, it is really, really well thought through. So, this is the story of Florian Herscht. And he's a bit of a simple man. He grew up in orphanages and in homes and whatever. He never had a family. And there's a man he calls the boss that takes care of him and really takes him under his wing. But that man is a neo-Nazi. And they live in a German part, in a part of Germany called Thüringen. And they want Thüringen to come back, to be back Thüringen. They want to bring back Thüringen. Make Thüringen great again. And the boss is fascinated with Bach, because Bach is originally from Thüringen. So he and all his stupid disciples have to listen every single day to Bach. Now, not only that, but Florian Herscht goes to readings, lectures of a certain professor who is specialized in the quantum theory. Now, all good and well, but if you don't really understand it, you quickly think that the world will end, and he feels compelled to write to Angela Merkel, who is the boss of Germany, but who is also a scientist, and he feels that she is the only one he can talk to about the quantum physics and conspiracy theories he believes in. And yeah, it's phenomenal what a phenomenal, phenomenal book. So at the beginning, you really have to adjust yourself to the style of writing, because one sentence is not really easy to read. But he takes you down a sort of a downward spiral of mistrust and conspiracy theories and people that don't like people who don't think like them and don't look like them. And it all blends together wonderfully. So at the beginning it was, you had to become used to it. But at the end, you are so sucked into the story and you want to read it in one go. So yeah, it is a wonderful story, very bleak and almost prophetic in a way. This was written in 21. And yeah, a lot of things that he wrote are already put in motion. So yeah, this is a book that must be translated. I'm 100% sure that it will be translated. Meanwhile, you can read his other novels like Satan's Tango or Satan Tango and War, which is absolutely brilliant. This is a candidate for the Nobel Prize, by the way. And so, yeah. If you can translate this, you're a very good translator, but this is translated into Dutch already, and it is brilliant. So yeah, very good book, very good book. So yeah, that's it. Those are my 4 book recommendations. I hope to see you on Sunday for my coffee clutch. Bye-bye.